Yes, thank you for coming. Yes. Yes, this is the Raider Nation report. Yes, Commish is in the house tonight. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, ma'am. Looking amazing in that silver and black, I must say. Yes, VIP is to the left, sir. If you give me your name, I'll check, make sure you're on the list. Yes, you have to be on in advance. Weeks in advance, sir. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, Raider Nation report tonight. A lot to talk about. Yes, there is a full bar inside, sir. Guys, you can't smoke that right here by the door. Just step over there a little ways. I love the smell. Smells amazing, but please, not right by the door. Yes, we will be opening the doors very soon. You know these guys like to run a tight show. They're just making sure everything's in order. Yes, ma'am. You can say hi to the midgets on the way in. Absolutely. VIP to the left. Regular line to the right, please. Doors will be opening very soon. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the show.
Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, all you ever heard about my lips. I went twitching, I went breaking when Brady was winning chips. Went to LA, then to Oakland, and now we up on the strip. Dancing with the nation every time we get to 6. 3rd and 13 used to run the ball. Now we got 100, so we changing the call. Tatted on my body, ain't no taking it off. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. When the Raiders on the TV, we ain't taking the call. Unless they with the nation, ain't no faking involved. All that internal hating, we be shaking it off. Cause we know they just came around Jacobs and Carl. Who you thought I've been rocking for? Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.
Look, I'm 34 like Bo Jackson. I'm a Raider, long live John Madden. We left Oakland, now we with the Sinners. For Al Davis, we got unfinished business. Look, just win, baby. Defense ain't giving up an inch lately. The offense in clutch, we bout to up the scope. And D-Car ain't stopping till we reach the boat.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? I know it's been a bye week. It's been a minute. So let me give you some simple directions so you can find your way back. We're just down the street, past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask our man Joe. He's a gentleman. He's a scholar. It's been a long 2 weeks for him. Slip in what you should. He's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, this cool breeze is gonna hit you and chill you right to your skeletal core as you pass that deep dark alley to your right. Should you venture down that deep dark alley? I know you ain't scared, so you absolutely should. Because what you're gonna find at the end of that alley is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every damn Tuesday, this is the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes with yours truly. And now it's time to get into it. It's been 2 weeks. We watched the shit ass Donkeys and Sparklers last night. What a horrible fucking game. We watched the Queefs lose. We watched things get shaken up in the AFC West a little bit since the Raiders have competed on the gridiron. So we've got some things to talk about tonight. We've got some things to get into. We got to talk about that Texans game. We've got a lot to talk about, man. I got a solid show for you tonight. And if you're on YouTube, you're watching over on YouTube, get your shit up in the YouTube chat. You can get right in the show if you're following along over on our YouTube channel, Raider Reaction on YouTube. If you're a subscriber, if you're over there watching, we got that YouTube chat live and you can get right in there. Hobbs to IR, Farrell and Adams, Farrell and Abram, Trade Talk, Used Car Talk, sponsors, The How, ESPN Ranking, The Cool Kids, Dark Side Newsletter, Texans Preview, we do have a Fan of the Week, Fight Night 34, and the WTF. Let's get into it, shall we? That's enough of the foreplay. I got a lot to touch on, and let's get after it. What's up, everybody that's watching? JoJo, Brandon, freaking Brian, Chad, Corey, Michelle. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. I love you all. What's up, Darth Vader Raider down there on the YouTube chat? Getting in there. If you want to get in there like Darth Vader Raider, go over to the YouTube channel. We simulcast on YouTube, the Raider Nation Report, every Tuesday. So get on over there, and you can get right in on the damn show, too, and get your comments right on the fucking screen. Let's get into it, shall we? This was the news that we were all concerned about after the Kansas City game. We all heard that Nate Hobbs busted a couple bones in his hand. He come back out. The dude's a dog, man. He comes back out with a fucking club. Continues to play. I mean, this guy has been one of the biggest diamonds that you found in the rough over the past couple seasons in the draft. I mean, this dude is legit, a legit star in the making on the Raiders. Kind of like what you found in Max Crosby along the past couple seasons as a guy you just came in and he's just been more than you ever expected him to be. And that was Nate Hobbs as well. And for Hobbs to go out and go to IR is just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate to lose a guy like that at this time. Oh, what's up, man? What's up? Now I know. He's like Batman and Bruce Wayne down there. But Hobbs going to the IR. They bring in Trayvon Campbell. He comes in as Hobbs goes to IR. You've also got Averett, who's going to be coming off IR very soon. If he can pass his physicals and get cleared, he may be back in the next week or so. So you've got him. You've added Trayvon Campbell to the mix. Campbell's a guy who's got a couple years in the NFL, in the Sparkler system. He's got like one career interception. He's not started a ton of games for them. He did get some action, and he's a guy that could possibly help out a little in the secondary, which is obviously a concern now when you got guys like Hobbs going down. You had Averett that came out. You didn't even get anything out of him. I mean, sooner he gets out of the fucking blocks and he's on IR. It just wasn't what you thought this secondary was going to be. You was hoping it was going to be improved. You weren't going to have the same type of issues that you've had for years and seasons prior. But Hobbs going to the IR is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Now, the positive of this is IR is not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. It used to be you had a chance if you went on IR to come back at mid-season. If you didn't make the mid-season cut, you were out for the fucking year. Well, they've changed that a few seasons back, and now IR is... After 4 weeks, you can be eligible to come back off of injured reserve. So that gives you a chance not to blow your whole season, but it also allows teams to move you to injured reserve to free up roster spots to be able to make moves to fill in your void while you're gone and while you're healing. So that's kind of what they're doing with Hobbs, and that's kind of why you saw Campbell get brought on to the team. Now, like I said, there is some hope that Hobbs can come back very quickly. I mean, this is 2 broken bones in a hand. Anybody who's ever broken a bone in your hand kind of knows it's small bones in the hand. They kind of heal fairly quickly. So 4 to 6 weeks is very realistic for this guy to be back out on the field. I think he's probably going to clear and get cleared for practice after 4 weeks, and he'll be able to probably work himself back, and mid-season or a little after, we'll get him. Averett is not cleared yet. He is not cleared to come back. He is at the point where he can come off of IR, but he still has to clear physicals. He still has to clear everything. He has not been cleared to come back, but there is a definite hope that he is back very, very soon. But that's the only thing I can say. Positive about the Hobbs situation is that I don't think this is going to be a lengthy IR. Couple broken bones in the hand. You're going to get this guy back in short order. Now, today there was a little bit of a bombshell dropped, and I want to touch on that as they are clearly shopping 2 guys before the trade deadline and trying to see what they can get out of these guys. One of these guys is the guy you picked 4th overall, and he has just not fucking performed. And I don't think anybody was shocked to see that Cleve Farrell is on the trade block, possibly to get something back out of this guy. Now, he's actually played okay this season. I think this is probably one of the best seasons Cleve's had, which helps you on the trade block. He's got something you can put behind him now. He's put some tape together. So he's getting a little commodity now. So now you can try to deal this guy and see if you can get fucking something back out of him. Because, you know, like Chad said, the time's up for this guy. I mean, he's had his chance. When you're a first-round pick at number 4, dude, you're supposed to be making a fucking impact by now, my man. You're supposed to be making an impact, and you're just not. So to see his name on the trade block, not shocked. Now, the guy that seemed to shock everybody was Jonathan Abram and him being on the trade block. Now, Abram has played well this season, and we all know, I mean, Abram's got the heart of a Raider, man. He'll come up, he'll light a motherfucker up. He's great on the run. He'll blow up screens. It's still the same old story. He's gotten better, but the reason they're shopping this guy is because of the deficiencies in the secondary. His coverage sucks, man. It just hasn't gotten a lot better. As much as everybody loves to see him go light a motherfucker up, and I love it too, it's just he can't cover somebody. He couldn't cover a motherfucker with a blanket. He just can't. He's a liability in coverage. He doesn't make turnovers. He doesn't make big splash plays at safety. He just doesn't. And that's just the reality of the matter. I mean, the guy's almost, if he was just a little bigger and bulk up, maybe a great linebacker. But he's just not. He's just not a fucking NFL safety. He's just not a top-tier NFL safety. And he's proved it. I mean, they're not taking the 5th-year options out. So you got to move this guy. You got to move this guy. Because he's shown, again, like Clee, he's had kind of an upturn this year. That makes him a commodity. That makes him dealable to a team that's in much worse shape than the Raiders. So you can possibly get something back out of him. And that's what they're hoping. That's what they're hoping, is to get something out of Cleve Farrell and Jonathan Abram, because they just don't think these guys are going to be the guys for the future. They're wanting to improve at these positions and not just keep previous regime draft picks. As you've seen, they've damn near cleared house with everything Gruden and Mayock has done. There's just not a lot that even remained that were picked up by them. So this is kind of what's happening with these guys, man. I know a lot of people were shocked. A lot of people like Abram. He'll light a motherfucker up. I get it. But, man, you give him a blanket and he couldn't cover a motherfucker. And that's his problem, and that's been his problem. And that hasn't improved. He's a liability in coverage against NFL talent. It's just the fact of the fucking matter. And I got a feeling you're going to see these guys moved. I mean, you got offensive line problems. You got secondary problems. You got so many problems on this fucking team to address. Keeping a couple fringe guys around that you can maybe move and help you in the other areas. That's what they're looking at, man. That's what they're looking at. And these guys they're just not going to make it, I don't think. They're just not going to make it. Now, it all comes down to what they can get in return for them. And if they're not going to get shit in return, maybe you see these guys ride out the season and then they just get released. Because that's probably the realistic timeline of Cleve Farrell and Jonathan Abram. If they can't deal them, they'll probably ride them for the year, and they're probably going to release them. And unfortunately, that's probably what's going to happen. I don't know what you get for these guys, Brian. I don't know what you get. It comes down to team needs and who you're really talking to. If it's somebody that loses a big safety, and they don't have a replacement for them, somebody that's really not having any luck on the defensive line, maybe like a Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers defensive line that they had with Sue and JPP and Vita Vea. They've lost Sue, they've lost JPP. Maybe you look at a team like that who's in a shitty division, they're 3-3, and maybe a Cleve Farrell gives them a little bit of a push, and maybe he can resurrect his career somewhere like that. It really depends on who you're talking to and the situation that team's in. So, we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be interesting, but it's definitely something to watch. Don't keep him. I'm with Mario, man. Don't go trading him to anybody in the AFC West. Go talk somewhere in the NFC or somebody else. Don't go shopping these guys down the fucking block, okay? I kind of agree with you on that one, because that would be some shit. Don't do that. And it seems like, man, that happens so fucking often to the Raiders, doesn't it? They end up a fucking queef or a donkey or a fucking sparkler. Like, god damn. I hope that's not the case, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. All right, let's move along. Let's move along. It's that time of the show. Got to get into it. Every damn show. Got to get into it again. Got to get into the used car talk. 9 years in the league, he's definitely a used car, but he's still a solid, serviceable used car. And the guys that I am hearing a lot, I can't believe it either, but I'm hearing a lot of guys call for Stidham to get a start. Man, it just amazes me the stock people hold in what they remember seeing in preseason. It's preseason. It's glorified practice. These guys are playing against third and fourth stringers. Yes, Stidham looked okay in preseason. I'll give him that. But, dude, this is not the guy to take the reins from Carr. He's not the guy waiting in the wings to run the ship. He's just not. I mean, understand what Derek Carr is giving you. I mean, Derek Carr went toe-to-toe with one of the top echelon teams in the National Football League in Kansas City. And other than some stupid motherfucking play calling at the end of that game by McWeasel and his coaching staff, the Raiders win that game. And everybody's patting DC4 on the fucking back. Instead, they're trashing him because they lost. Every time the Raiders lose, Carr gets trashed. And it's just the way it is. He's garbage, he's this, he's that. He's never going to win. How many winning seasons? No rings, no playoff. You just start hearing the laundry list. They start fucking clicking it off. A 2-point conversion. Not running the ball on 3rd and 1, not running the ball on 4th. Derek Carr didn't make those decisions. He may have been on board with those decisions because that's what the coaching staff wanted to do, but he didn't make those decisions. That's not on him, man. The guy doesn't call all the fucking plays. It just amazes me. The simple fucking football minds that some people have, and they just don't get it. This guy is a solid, serviceable quarterback, a veteran quarterback in this league. You can win a championship with Derek Carr under center. Teams have won championships in this league with much less quarterbacks than Derek Carr. Much less. You gotta have everything else in place, man. To win a championship, it takes the fucking stars aligning. You've gotta have everything in place. You've gotta have a defense. You've gotta have an offense. You've gotta have a good special teams. You gotta have a good coaching staff. You gotta have somebody that knows how to manage the game properly. You have to have everything aligned. And you gotta have luck as well. You gotta have luck as well. I mean, it's not easy to win in the National Football League. There's 17 fucking games, and every one of them is so incredibly valuable. It's insane. So, he gets too much benefit sometimes when the team wins, And he catches way too much fucking flack when the team loses. That, unfortunately, that's what a quarterback in the National Football League gets. You have high expectations. You're paid a lot. You are one of 32 jobs in the entire world. One of 32 guys holding these 32 positions in the entire world. Everybody wants to be an NFL quarterback. And you're held to high standards. So I get it. I understand. But the fact of the matter is, you've got a guy you can get it done with. You've just got to get everything right around him. And they have not had the coaching staff right around him for his entire fucking career. He's not had it. This is the first time he's really had a number one wide receiver in house. He kind of had a number one wide receiver with Coop and Crab, but that was the closest thing he ever had. They tried to give him Antonio Brown. That fucking blew up. I mean, just so many moves to try to make to help this guy, and they just keep kicking him in the fucking shins. I just don't understand the fan base that can't get behind a quarterback who's got 200 plus touchdowns in the amount of time that he's gotten it. I mean, it is not easy to throw 200 touchdowns in the National Football League, and it's just stats. Those are just numbers. No, man, those are legit numbers, all right? To get to 200 touchdowns in the National Football League is not a simple fucking thing to do. There are quarterbacks that have come in since Derek Carr that are already gone and got nowhere fucking near that. The guy continues to perform, he continues to produce, and he gives your team the best chance of success this season. Get behind your fucking quarterback, man, and understand it ain't his fucking fault. Go watch a coach's tape. Educate yourself. Because this hatred for your quarterback, I don't fucking get it. I don't get it, and I never will. The guy has done nothing but prove himself to me since 2019. I've been a full supporter of Derek Carr since the 2020 season. He's the best option for this fucking franchise. He just is. And you gotta give him what he needs. And if you can't see that this guy has gone toe-to-toe with damn near every team he's faced this season, the coaching staff is just killing the team with the play calling. They're just killing him, man. They're just killing him. And you're just dumping all the blame in the wrong motherfucking lap. You're dumping all the blame in the wrong lap, and I don't understand it, and I never fucking will. I understand quarterback talk in the offseason. I get it. You don't like Carr, you don't like this, you want to see an upgrade, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. That's what offseason talk is for. But once the decision is made at the beginning of the season, and this is your guy, and this is who you're going to roll through the season with, guys that are now wanting to see a backup fucking quarterback who's nothing but a career clipboard holder come in. Guys that are fucking crying that Mariota's gone. All of this shit, man. Just get the fuck over it. He's the guy. Get behind your guy for the rest of the season. And then you can start having these talks again in the offseason. But right now, the season's not over. It's not over at all. Pete's got a fair question. Why doesn't Carr have the balls to speak up to the coach? We don't know what's going on internally. And that's been one of my biggest knocks of Derek Carr, is that he won't motherfucker a guy. He's not going to go do like Tom Brady did this weekend and motherfucker his offensive line. Grab somebody by the face mask and tell him what the fuck. He's not that guy. So that has always been my biggest problem with Derek Carr, is maybe he's just not hard enough on the guys around him, and he doesn't have enough resistance to things that he knows that's being sent in that's not quite right. That's my biggest knock on Derek Carr, is he's too motherfucking nice. He's insanely talented, but he's too motherfucking nice, and possibly that could be a huge detriment to him at some points when you're dealing with guys in a violent game, grown ass fucking talented athletes in a violent game, and you can't grab and hold those guys accountable. That can be a liability, and maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe he is too much of a yes man. That's always been my biggest knock on Carr. It's not what he does under center. It's all the rest of the stuff that it takes to be a leader. We seen the wheels fall off in 2017, and his leadership was completely questioned. So, I don't know. Is he that guy? Because you hear guys speak positively of him, but then you hear guys that don't. So I don't know. And usually the guys you don't hear speaking positively of him are the ones that have left. And they don't necessarily have positive things to say about him all the time. I don't know. I would like to think that a guy like Derek Carr, who does everything right in his life, who is a consummate professional, who's a consummate gentleman, I would hope to see that he receives the fruits of those labors and doing things the right way and maybe doing things just a little differently than others do it. I would hope to see that he's rewarded for that and not punished for that, because that would kind of suck to see a guy who's done everything right, who's had no controversy, who's just been a consummate professional for the Las Vegas / Oakland Raiders to just not get a chance to achieve success because of the fucking noise around him. That would be, the franchise would have wasted a very talented quarterback. And there's a distinct possibility that this franchise ends up wasting his talent, because they have already for 8+ years. That's just the reality of the matter. Make sure you go to RaiderReaction.com. Check out our website. If you haven't been to our website, please check it out. And while you're at the website, there on our homepage, we've got a couple sponsors. You see them up here in the corner, BetAnySports.eu. If you're a little into that little degenerate gambling action, I'm not here to judge. Just don't lose your fucking mortgage or your house payment or your kid's college tuition. But go make you a little cheddar. We ain't going to be mad at you. Get on over there. Make you a little cheddar. But if you go to RaiderReaction.com, you hit the button on our homepage, it will send you to our official landing page for BetAnySports.eu, and you can get some hookup, some extra hookup by going through Raider Reaction to get there. And our other sponsor, I know some of you guys in the audience have already hit up Brian. You're getting the hookup. Clear Live Streams, man. It's on both of my big TVs in the studio. I have everything. I have all the NHL, all the sports, NCAA, UFC, fucking all the football games, clear, digital, fucking crystal clear streams, man, of the games. I've had no issues with it. I tried it out for a weekend before I started, even brought him on as a sponsor. We tried it out for a weekend, made sure I was happy with it, and I was a happy customer before I passed it along to you. You don't have to deal DirecTV. You don't have to deal with any of that other bullshit. Just hit up Brian. He's a member of Raider Nation. Go to the fucking website. Click the button for Clear Live Streams. They'll send you right to him, send him a message, and you too can get the hookup as well, just like me and a lot of other folks in the fucking comments, like Bill. Bill's using it, man. He's legit. He's always got specials and shit running for Raider Nation, so hit him up. Raider Nation, hooking up Raider Nation, man. Why would you go to anybody else but another member of your own fan base to hook your ass up? I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. It's cheap, and it's fucking money. It's reliable. That's all you really want, right? When you're watching your Raider game, you don't want that fucking stream going out. Y'all been on them IPTVs and the other fucking shit that just don't work right. I've been there. Sucks. But fucking big play and all of a sudden, fucking screen freezes. I've been there. You don't want to be there. It's bullshit. See? Darth Vader Raider knows what's up. All right. I wanted to get a little more knee deep, since we've had a week now in between the last time we talked about the how. The how you can get there. We're 1-4. We're in the toilet, man. We're swirling the drain. You're holding on to the rim of the toilet, trying not to go down and get poo on your feet. We get it. We know where we're at. And we don't need fucking clown ass other fan bases telling us where we're at. We're well aware of where the Raiders are at. They're 1-4. Okay, they're 1-4 and 1-2 in division. Get it. Not the place you want to be. How do you get out of that? See this middle line right behind me? That's how the fuck you get out of that. You come out of the bye week. The Texans have been on a bye as well. So this to me right here is the biggest test of McWeasel as a head coach. You've had 2 weeks to prepare for the fucking 1-3-1 Texans. The 1-3-1 Texans and their shitty fucking coach, Lovie Smith, who they only stuck in that job because he wouldn't get a job anywhere else in the National Football League. I mean, the dude had a losing record. The dude gets run out of the National Football League, goes to college, to minor league football, has a horrible fucking record, and then gets given another job. If this wasn't the Texans at a crossroads in their franchise right now, this dude is not employed in the National Football League. At all. So if you get out game planned in 2 weeks by Lovie Smith, motherfucker, turn your keys in at the tunnel. You should resign. You should just understand that you don't have it. And you do not have what this team needs. So to me, this is the biggest fucking challenge for McWeasel. You got to come out and throttle the Texans. You got to show that you can put a game plan together to beat a team that you should absolutely fucking beat every fucking day of the week. There's no way the Raiders should lose to the Texans in any way, shape, or form. There's just no way. You're more talented across the board. You got Davis fucking Mills and Damian Pierce toting the rock. Davis Mills throwing the ball. They've got no wide receivers. Half the ones they got are beat to fuck. Half their fucking wide receiver core is questionable right now. You got to go out and throttle the Texans. There should be body parts all over the field. There should be chalk lines all over that fucking field. Fucking retread Oilers laying everywhere. You got to go out and handle fucking business. You got to prove. This is a prove it. This is a prove it. And the Raiders historically have sucked over about the last 5-6 years coming out of buys. So there's a lot to prove here. You got to prove that you can fucking break tradition here. Break previous history. Handle the team you're supposed to handle. Put a game plan together. This is a big prove it week for me. It's a big prove it week for me for Josh McWeasel. And then after that, you got the Saints. 2-4. They don't even really have a quarterback. They're running stupid gadget shit just trying to get by. You know, Michael Thomas is beat up. Jarvis Landry's beat up. They're wide. I don't even think either one of them are fucking playing this week in their game. That team's falling apart. Falling apart at the seams right now. Same with this next team, the Jags. Sitting at 2-4. They're falling the fuck apart too. They were a team everybody thought was going to be something. They're 2-4 as well. Fuck, one of the best teams that you're going to play is the Colts. 3-2-1. Are you scared of Matt Ryan? You afraid of getting in a shootout with Matt Ryan? Come on. We know what the Donkeys are bringing to the table. They can't even score over 20 points. Their offense is anemic. Russell Wilson is fucking tripping over his dick on a daily basis. He can't get it going. You know, what's right? Come on, man. That train's going nowhere. They paid that motherfucker $240+ million. That's the dumbest shit. He gonna be cashing that Walmart check for a while. That was a waste. An absolute waste of fucking money. The two biggest competitions you got are the bitch pigeons with Geno Smith and the Colts with Matt Ryan's fucking old ass. That's the biggest competition you have out of this 6-week stretch. So realistically, very realistically, you can find yourself 7-4, or I honestly think McWeasel blows one of these. One of these in this run, he probably blows, and the coaching staff fucks up at the end of a game, and you probably lose one. So you're probably sitting at 6-5. 6-5 after that run. Now, if you're 7-4 or you're 6-5, you are right in the motherfucking hunt with this run down the stretch. Right in the hunt. You're probably not talking division crown, but you're talking wild card again. And the AFC is not that strong. The AFC is very fucking top heavy. Very top heavy. You got the Bills and the Chiefs, and after that, who do you really got? I mean, who do you really got in the fucking AFC? The Bengals? I mean, the Bengals hadn't done shit until last week. Trust me, motherfuckers are on my fantasy team. They've been fucking killing me. They ain't done shit. It was about this year, last year that they got hot. I mean, really, them and, the Ravens aren't looking like shit. So, all these other teams are beatable, man. If you can get in the dance this season, you've got a huge opportunity. A gigantic opportunity. And this 6-game stretch right here in the middle, man, sets it up. I feel you, JoJo. I feel you, brother. We all had high expectations for this season. Raider Nation as a whole had high expectations. The talking heads around the NFL world had high expectations for the Raiders. This was a loaded playoff team coming back, and you'd added tons of weapons to it. Everybody expected more out of this team. But you got to go back and look at the games. They haven't been blown the fuck out in anything. You had the epic collapse at fucking the Cardinals. The Titans game you could have absolutely won. The Chiefs game you went down to the wire and you should have won. I mean, easily this team could be 3-2. Easily 3-2, which is what I had them picked going into the bye week. I thought they were going to have troubles through the first stretch. I had them picked at 3-2, and that was very realistic. You take the Cardinals game and the Chiefs game that you absolutely won. The Chiefs did not beat the Raiders. The Raiders beat the motherfucking Raiders. The Raiders lost that game. Chiefs didn't win. Chiefs didn't finish that game. The Raiders made stupid fucking play calls down the stretch within the last 2 minutes of that game that absolutely nuked your chances. So you take those and turn those into wins? You're sitting at fucking 3-2. Corey asked a question, and I'll take that. I'll take that question. Do I think the league punishes Adams? What the league has said thus far, as Rappaport and all the other fucking little weasels that crawl around on the floors of NFL fucking rooms trying to get all the little dirt nuggets. The story out of the National Football League is they're going to allow due process in the Davante Adams case, and probably not going to do anything until this goes to court. And they see what actually is going to happen, if he's going to be charged with anything, he's going to actually be found guilty of anything. There's so much gray area in this, and I honestly think Davante has a countersuit in this. He is supposed to be provided a safe route of travel to leave the field of play. That is in his contract. That is an NFLPA requirement. That players on the field are allowed a safe exit to the locker room. That is a huge fucking requirement. So there is a good possibility. Dude, I would smack the fuck out of that fucking kid and countersue the National Football League as well. I'd sue both of them. For so much fucking money, they'd shit themselves. Civil suit. Destroying my character. I'd fucking just drop a whole list of shit. Like, come on, motherfuckers. Davante's stroking a way bigger check than any of these other motherfuckers can stroke. So I say go for it. Countersue. Clear your fucking name, because it is some bullshit. It's some straight up bullshit. But doesn't look like he's going to be suspended. It looks like the NFL has pumped the fucking brakes like they should and allowed due process to go through, and we'll see in the long run what happens. But I got a feeling there's a possibility you don't see anything come out of this until next season. And maybe at worst you're missing Davante for the first week or two of next year. That's a distinct possibility to me. But it doesn't seem like this season he's probably going to get hit. So, I mean, that's the how, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's the how. That's how you get there. You've just got to win in this stretch right here. This middle stretch of the season. I talked about this stretch of the season all off season. This is the biggest stretch of this season by far. By far. Can they do it? Do you believe? Motherfucker, I believe until the fucking fat lady is fucking warming up those vocals and letting them fly. Until my team is mathematically eliminated from postseason action, there's always a chance. This is the reason we watch sports, ladies and gentlemen. This is the reason we watch. Because every single day in sports, there's something you've never seen before. I've never seen that happen. Oh my God, did you see that? Holy shit, did you see that? It happens every fucking day in some sport somewhere in this world, and that's why we watch. Because you are never out. You are never out until you are out. Never. That's the beauty of sports. And that's why we watch. It's an insane soap opera that just doesn't, it's never written fully until the final curtain falls. It's constantly writing itself. That is the beauty of sports, man. It is like a fucking violent opera. That's the beauty of it. And that's why we watch. That's why we keep coming back. The ESPN rankings, man. How do you not just maintain your position when you didn't even play? But the Raiders managed to slide from 26 in the rankings down to 27 this week. Didn't even play and took one on the chin. We just can't win this year. How the hell you slide on a bye week? Come on. But they dropped one spot down to 27. You're down there with the bottom feeders right now. I get it. It's record dictated. It's not talent dictated. It's record dictated. They're trying to keep the Raiders as high up on the chart as they can, but they keep sliding. I think everybody understands and recognizes the talent of the team. They just can't seem to get it right. But you got a bye week. You had 2 weeks. Man, I hope they're in the lab. I hope they're doing their things. But yeah, how do you drop? How do you drop on a week you didn't even play? Were you stealing boxes? You get fired on your day off. It's kind of what it's like. You stealing boxes, Craig? You stealing boxes, McWeasel? That's what I'm saying, man. Even the Jets, who maintained with their quarterback out. Now the MILF Hunter's back and they're looking like something special. What's up is down and what's down is up this season. It's just a weird fucking season. And I got a feeling things are going to start to straighten out a little bit. We just gotta maintain some level here. Got to maintain some level, Raider Nation, because I got a feeling this team will get there. I do. I'm just the coach concerns the fuck out of me. You guys know. You know how I feel about him. I'm concerned about him. I want to support the guy. I supported the fuck out of him through the offseason after I had to fucking talk myself into it. I was trying to be positive. But now here we are. So it is what it is, man. You see all these guys in the comments, the cool kids with them badges next to their name. You want to be one of them cool kids. You want to get goodies from Raider Reaction. You want to get fucking raffle prizes and all kinds of shit. All you got to do is be a subscriber to Raider Reaction. Being a subscriber gets you in a chance to win every single prize that we raffle off on the first Thursday of every month. Plus, just like all the subscribers, I'm sending them all out fucking the 2022 bracelets. We got the poker chips. We've got all kinds of shit coming in this season that we're going to be sending out to our subscribers as well. So even if you don't win on the raffles, I'm usually sending you shit anyway as our subscriber. Plus, trying to add some more frills to it as well. It's been such a negative season. It's hard to be so positive. It's hard to be so positive, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And I've got 5 packages here. So there's 5 of you that are still waiting, and these are going out in the morning. These are the last 5. The hopper's absolutely fucking empty. So if you haven't got your shit, know they're going out in the morning. You'll have them by the weekend. Have them by the weekend. So a couple of you that were the last ones that got me addresses and our last fan of the week, your stuff's going out tomorrow morning. So get your stuff. All you gotta do, man, is super easy to become a subscriber, Raider Reaction. Right around the video you're watching right now, there's a blue button or a subscribe button that you can hit. You can go to the top of our Raider Reaction Facebook page, hit this little blue subscribe button over here, and you become a subscriber. I would ask you to go to RaiderReaction.com, go to the subscriber page. There's a button on there, and if you hit that button and become a subscriber, Facebook takes fucking less of my cheddar. More of it comes to me. They don't take any cut if you go through the website. So I don't care how you do it, but I would implore you to go to the website and become a subscriber that way, because that actually helps us more. But if you're a subscriber in any way, shape, or form whatsoever, you are absolutely helping Raider Action. We absolutely love you guys for doing so. And thank you all from the fucking bottom of my heart. I truly mean it. We are a grassroots project. Everything we do and every motherfucking penny that comes in, we put right back out to you guys, man. If you think these things don't cost money to fucking ship, I shipped out fucking 30 packages at $5 a fucking pop. Do the fucking math. You're gonna have to take your shoes off for that one, okay? Our sponsors help out with that. Everybody helps out. But we're just a grassroots project. We got to keep the midgets fed. And that's how you keep content creators that you love and you enjoy watching. That's how you keep them fucking going. Is you support them in that manner. So if you're interested and you like what we do at Raider Reaction, we like the content that we do, I implore you to become a subscriber. Trust me, I send out more goodies to you in a month than you pay to be a subscriber. The shit that I just sent out to these guys, I spent more on postage than what they fucking pay for it to be a subscriber, man. It's $4.99 a fucking month. So if you enjoy it, you're here every week, you like our pregame show that El Parada puts on, you like the postgame reactions, you enjoy Saturday night fights, you like all the other shit we do, help feed the midgets. That's all I'm saying. And while you're at the website, becoming a subscriber, scroll down to the bottom of any page, put your email address in there so the first of the month when we send out our Dark Side newsletter about everything that Raider Reaction has coming up for the next 30 days, you'll be able to get that. And I don't spam you. Nobody else gets any emails besides the Dark Side newsletter that I send out. The only time I'm ever going to send you an email is if I'm wanting to give you something mid-month, and that's it. If I have a little giveaway I want to give you guys back something, I'll shoot out an email to all the guys that are in the Dark Side newsletter subscriptions, and it gets that way. But basically, it's just so we can get our newsletter out to you, the people that watch and follow the page, so you know kind of the shit that we got planned for the next month. So, but I ain't gonna spam you, man. I promise you, I ain't gonna spam you. I will not spam your box. This doesn't sound right. I won't spam your box. All right. Texans preview, man. We got to talk Texans. This is a big game, man. It's a big game. It's at home. It's in Allegiant Stadium. 2 weeks to prepare for Lovie Smith. 2 weeks. That's stripper dust. That's stripper dust, JoJo. 2 weeks to prepare for the Texans and Lovie Smith. I'm telling you, Lovie Smith, some of you motherfuckers got lucky and didn't get no stripper dust in your packages because I ran out of stripper dust. I got stripper dust. I've fucking re-upped on the stripper dust, so y'all getting the packages. You better watch it. Lovie Smith is only in this league because the Texans wanted somebody as a head coach they knew they weren't going to keep. Literally. His fucking minor league football record is atrocious. He was ran out of the NFL. He was horrible as a head coach for the Buccaneers. They ran that motherfucker out on a rail. And the only reason he is a head coach in the National Football League is because he's the walking dead. They don't want him. He is literally somebody they've got standing on the sidelines just to fucking be there. To keep this thing in between the lines. That dude's going to be gone. They're making a lot of changes there, and he's not going to be there. That team's in a full rebuild, and the coach is going to be part of it. If you can't go out and beat Lovie Smith with Davis fucking Mills under center, Damian Pierce toting the rock, a completely depleted wide receiver core, a shit-ass tight end, a shoddy offensive fucking line. The only fucking... Well, they got Kirksey's like the only guy they got worth a fuck on defense. They got a pretty decent one young corner from LSU. But this is not a good team, man. I mean, this is a team that literally played for a tie. They should be 1-4 also. This team is 1-3-1 and ranked way under the Raiders for a reason. This is not a good team. You should throttle this team. There should be Texans body parts everywhere. Chalk lines all over the field. This should look like a goddamn straight up fucking serial killer murder scene. This should look like something out of Halloween. Like Michael Myers just cut some motherfuckers up and had Freddy and Jason's help. That's how it should look. This should be ugly. This should be a heinous beatdown. If you don't come out and just completely throttle the Texans, man. There is no way. You cannot even talk me into seeing how the Raiders lose this game. I don't see any way they lose this game. How it's even possible. And that's hard to say in the National Football League. That's how bad they are. The Raiders should destroy them. Josh Jacobs should be handing out concussions all over the field. They should be standing in line at the CTE tent like they're waiting for government cheese. That's how bad this game should be. This is the truth. This is a horrible team. The Raiders are a great team with a horrible record. It's not the same thing. You've got to kick their fucking teeth in. You should straight curb stomp, American History X style, the Texans. Open your mouth and put it on the curb. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling you, you blow this game, McWeasel, hand your motherfucking keys in. Hand them in. Don't even enter the tunnel. Just hand over the clipboard, your headset, the keys, everything. Go use the side exit. Because, man, you lose this game, nah. Nobody can make an argument to me. Oh, you got to give him another year. The fuck? You lose to Lovie Smith and the fucking Texans, you don't get another minute, motherfucker. Get the fuck off the sideline. That's where we'll be. And I hope we ain't there. Hope to fucking hell we ain't there. We do got a fan of the week this week, man. We do got a fan of the week. Old school fan of the week. Got us an old school fan of the week this week. This dude has been following Raider Reaction since basically the fucking giddy up, man. Since basically the giddy up. He's had some health issues. We've sent him some stuff before to kind of cheer him up, and he lives over here, somewhat close to me, over in the deep behind the enemy line. He's followed the page for a long time, man. And I wanted to, he's back. He's been back in the audience. He's been watching here and there. I haven't seen him in the audience tonight, but I'm sure he will probably watch it after the fact, because I know a lot of people watch the show after the fact. Not everybody watches it live, although I do appreciate you guys that do watch it live. I like interacting with you guys live. Absolutely do. So I do appreciate you guys in the YouTube comments, you guys in the Facebook comments, man. You know, I can't grab comments and grab all of them. I like to grab a couple ones, but trust me, I do roll back through the show afterwards. I read all your guys' comments every fucking night after the show, and I appreciate all you guys that are in there. I absolutely do. But, you know, to keep my mental train rolling, I can't just stop and start it. I just got to let that bitch go. So I'll catch one every once in a while, and if it works with what I'm talking about, I will grab it and run with it, like Corey's question earlier and a couple of the other questions you guys have had tonight. But I use TikTok for more of that open forum where I take questions and comments, and we'll be on that Thursday night. So make sure you come on over on Thursday night for open questions and comments. That's all I do on TikTok, is just take you guys' questions and comments. I have no fucking agenda, no script or anything for that, no bullet points. I just fucking sit down and say what's up, and I take your questions and comments. So if you want to do that with me on Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, I will be live over on TikTok on Thursday. This man right here, like I said, he's been following the page for a goddamn long time. He's been following the page so long that he has one of the original Raider Reactions deep behind the enemy lines t-shirts right there. Hot Neil, brother, thank you. I appreciate you being back around the block, my man. I appreciate you being back around the block. And I hope all is well with you, my brother. And throw me your address, man. I'll shoot you out a nice little Raider Reaction prize pack. We got the 2020 bracelets, the Fuck Your Team Raider Nation for Life bracelets, and got poker chips coming. We've got all kinds of other stuff coming. We're going to try to add a new thing every month to give back to you guys. So thank you. I mean, Hot Neil has really been watching the damn show since fucking season 1, since back in 2017 when we lit the fire around here and started this bitch off. So I do appreciate you, Hot Neil, and send me your address, brother. Thank you, as always. I appreciate you guys, man, completely, and we'll get you a little thank you pack out as well, my man. And that should be some cheap postage. I could fucking damn near fucking send that by carrier pigeon. So hopefully that one won't cost me. Fucking postage is ridiculous anymore. And they treat your packages like shit anyway. Why does it cost more to be treated like more like shit? You pay more to have your stuff treated like shit. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Don't get it. Fight Night 34 is going down this weekend. If you guys didn't check out 33, I thought 33 was a great edition of Fight Night. I thought that was a fucking damn good one. I enjoyed that one to the fullest. I enjoyed it myself. So if you haven't watched Fight Night from Saturday night, Fight Night 33 is out there. Go check that shit out. Just click the video tab at the top of our page, and you can go check that out. But Fight Night 34 is going down this weekend. I got 4 solid ones set up for you. And you will enjoy it. The blood will flow once again on your Saturday night. And the motherfucking blood flew this weekend. Damn. You said dude get fucking cracked with the Billy Club. He had the fucking red sauce running down the head quick. That dude didn't give up. I tell you what, man. You cracked the Billy Club. Motherfucker was going after him with a taser. And damn. See, you got lucky, Michelle. I told you. I ran out about halfway through the packages. I had to keep sealing packages because I was going the next morning. I didn't have time to run to my gentleman's club to get my fresh batch of strippers dust. So I have it now, though, and we're all hooked up. All right. You know what? Hold on. Let me check my time here. Oh, yeah, we're winding down. Let me see. Let's hit pause for a second on that. Thank you, midgets. Appreciate you. Because it's that time of the show. It's that time of the show. We got to get into it. Got to get something off my chest. It's been bugging me for a while. I haven't brought him up as a actual topic of discussion in the rundown. We've touched it a little bit here and there, but now it's time. Let's get into it. Just a little thing that we like to call the WTF. Darren Waller. 3 years, $51 million. For 16 receptions, 175 yards, and 1 touchdown through 5 games. $51 million you're being paid. $51 million. It's cute you got a hobby and you want to think you're the next fucking hip-hop artist. You think you're the fucking next Tupac Shakur. You're not. I'm a diehard hip-hop fan. I grew up on it. Gangster rap made me do lots of things. I've been a hip-hop fan since I was in fucking probably 7th grade. Die hard. Love it. Your shit sucks. It's hot garbage. It's auto-tune crap. Get the fuck out of the studio. Get your fucking ass in the gym, man. You're being paid $51 million fucking dollars. And you're standing over there on the sideline looking disinterested. Looking like you don't even want to fucking be there. You're hanging out at fucking Padres games. And you're doing everything else. When you're paid $51 million, you don't get hobbies, motherfucker. Hobbies are in the off season. When you're getting paid $51 million fucking dollars, you do everything you can to get on the fucking field. Everything. You do what Nate Hobbs did. You fucking wrap a club around your fucking hand and go back out there. You do anything you can to get on the motherfucking field. Dude, you've been nursing a fucking hammy since fucking before training camp. That right there is a clear indication of you not being fucking ready, for you not putting in the fucking work. $51 million. Dude, you don't get to do anything else when somebody's paying you $51 fucking million. You don't. You don't get to have during the season hobbies and try to make fire tracks. That's fucking horseshit. You need to get your he's not hungry, dude. I'm sorry. I can look in that guy's eyes on the fucking sideline. That's a guy who had substance abuse problems, who was about fucking ass out of the NFL, was sitting on a fucking practice squad, got a redemption chance, got fucking up to the top again, and got paid, and he ain't hungry no more. That dog has been fed. He's fat. He's sitting in the corner in his kennel, and he ain't hungry no more. He ain't got the fight in him no more. His eyes tell me it's gone. He does not have that dog in him anymore. They overpaid his ass. His ass should be on the motherfucking trading block. Get your money back. Get rid of that motherfucker. Get your fucking cheddar back. I'm telling you, he's not hungry. That's all he was looking for, was that one big payday, and he got it. I'm telling you, you're not going to see the Darren Waller you saw the last couple of years ever a fucking again. I absolutely believe that. He is not the same fucking guy. He does not have the same fucking mentality. He is not the guy that's climbing up from the fucking gutter, who's hungry, who wants it, he's yearning for it. He's not that guy. You are not the next fucking hot hip-hop artist, man. You can be one of the greatest tight ends in the league, and you would rather spend your time doing that than being in the gym properly. What the fuck? I just don't see him. I don't see him being the guy ever a fucking again. I don't. At all. I think that ship has fucking sailed. And that is sad and unfortunate to see a guy get the fucking money and then lose the heart. Sad. I've been cheering for that guy, been rooting for him. He was a great fucking story. The story's over. It's over. You're in the last chapter, man. He's not going to be the guy. I just don't think he's going to be the guy. Even when he's out there, he's dropping balls. He's not the same guy, man. He's just not. Did you see him on the sideline? That dude was as disinterested as fucking anything. He's not talking to the other players. He's not trying to get the team up and doing the things that guys on the sideline do that give a fuck about the team, that are still in the team, that are still in the fight with the team. He wasn't in the fight with the team. He was just there because he's on the roster, and he had to be. I did play the music the whole time, JoJo. I hit pause for the WTF because I knew I was up against it. See, my mouth was running so much you didn't hear the music this time, but it was. It times me. See, my music's timed for my hour. So when the glass breaks, it tells me I got a couple minutes left, and I got to shut the fuck up and get out. Wrap this bitch up. Midgets are over here like, wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. That's what it is. So I had to hit pause because I knew I was gonna run out. Man, thank you all, each and every damn one of you. We will be on tomorrow night. Wednesday night is Fantasy fucking Football League. Action. Fantasy Football Night on Wednesday nights. We got the Hardcore Challenge Live webcast at 10 p.m. Eastern, followed by the Silver and Black Fantasy League show at 10:45 for all you Raider fans competing in our Fantasy League. That will be at 10:45 Eastern. So double shot tomorrow night. And I about got another episode of Raider Reaction Roadshow produced up, and we're going to be dropping that before the weekend as well. So be watching the page for that. And then Thursday night TikTok, Saturday night Fight Night. Thank each and every damn one of you, man. You guys are the absolute shit. Smash that share button. Like us on all of your social media platforms if you haven't done so. I've gotten hit with some community standards again. Got some videos removed off of TikTok. I'm treading on thin ice over there on TikTok. I don't want to get deleted, man. They gave me a community standard for calling a guy a moron because he doesn't use Google. Moron. I got a community standard strike for using the term moron. I knew retard was off the table, but I didn't know moron was off the table too. That's just some fucking bullshit, man. Cut a brother some slack. Come on. I'm just over here trying to make people laugh and talk about Raider shit. Anything wrong with that? I ain't hurting nobody. Come on, man. A little word never hurt nobody. If the words hurt you, you're a soft motherfucker. I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.